Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to British Wrestling Radio on this fine, beautiful, sunny evening. Evening, Nix.
Oh, hello.
Hello, love. You all right?
Yeah, how are you?
How long you got? No, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. That's all I'm saying. And it has nothing to do with last week. Has anything like that? Right. Are we on? Are we on in the chat room? Can people live in our chat room or what? Or are we,
Are we? Oh.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, people are alive. They're alive. There we go. Yay! Welcome. I sent. Yeah. Thanks very much, guys. Oh, what a week! What a week! Thank you to every single person that sent a certain 44-year-old bloke very nice things to say about us 3.5 minutes as a professional wrestler. I'll use the term professional wrestler very, very loosely, and I'll just want to say thank you to. We'll get everything out of the way, and then we'll start talking about last week's events, and then we've got loads and loads to talk about. Everything that's been happening at PCW over the last couple of days and everything else. It seems as though people are going to be watching. No, I'm not professional. I didn't get paid, so there you go. Good point. Good point brought up by Winters in our chat room. How you been this week? All these things that's been happening off with British Wrestling Radio and you with a blog and everything like that.
Yeah, me with the blog that I started writing.
Right.
But that's going to be fun.
Yeah. For those who don't know, well, nobody knows really, because me and Nixy were only talking about it a couple of days ago. We got a message on Twitter from a group that's going to remain nameless, very simply. And they said very simply, because probably, Twitter's now, we've got Twitter bleeding messages now coming to me. Hold on, let me turn my sound off. Do me nothing here. Right, there we go. Very simply, we had a message on Twitter from people that saying we would like British Wrestling Radio to write a blog for us. Now, I'm not the most technical person when it comes to writing. I'm 44. My English is atrocious. Yeah. So there is only one person good enough to write blogs, and that is Nixy Newman. I nearly called you Nicola then.
Oh.
And if I'd have done that, I'd have been kicked in the regions where I do not want to be kicked at this moment.
No, you know what I hate? I actually hate being called Nick. So.
Oh, bleed, no. That's even worse.
And yet everybody insists on doing it at work.
Because they know it winds you up.
Well, no, they all just think that it's an abbreviation and that I'm all right with it, but I'm not. I fucking hate it.
You should have Nixy on your badge. That's it, my name tag, Nixy. That's it.
That would be good, actually. I'd like that. But
Yeah.
they wouldn't do that.
I did that when I used to work at Argos. There you go, getting the plug out of the way. Argos. I did 3 Christmases. I worked 3 Christmases at Argos. And I had a name tag on everyone, and every single one of them said, on my name tag, it said Deano. On the first year, it said Dean, but then everybody would just call me Dino. So they just put an O on the end. Or I just wrote an O on the end of it and just went, oh, there you go, my name tag, Dino. And they was like, oh, you're not supposed to write a nickname. I says, well, how do you know it's not my real name? And they went, yeah, good point. I said, everybody calls me Dino. You don't know any different. But that's the world of Argos that happened a long time ago. I did 4 Christmases. Bloody hell. Great bargain. Great bargains. Great bargains if you work on the staff at Christmas. Beautiful bargains. Anyway, hope when our friend in our chat room this moment, Warrior One, hope he enjoyed his DVDs. He received them yesterday from our competition over a month ago. I humbly apologise for the delay, and I hope that the DVD that I also included in it, the Attitude Era TLC DVD, makes up for the compensation of not receiving it within that week. It's one of them things that I really do apologise, and I hope that it made up for a little bit of the wait. Other things, I've still got to post everything out from the Callum show. I've still got to wait till the 15th of August when I go and see Sabu. I want to see if I can put some extra little bits and bobs in with everybody that's bought something, so they can get a signature, a signed poster by the guys at Southside Wrestling. Till I've seen, all right. So my son wants to watch him. The Nixie, look at that. Warrior wants his son to watch the TLC Attitude Era DVD. Ooh.
How is his son a Cena fan?
I don't know. He must be a young kid, though. But he's
Warrior?
all right. Yeah. Anyway, now Events that have happened over the last. Now, as you can see on our webpage, we have started to put links on it. Now, this is the bit that's getting a bit tedious for me, and it's getting a bit strenuous, but I've got to do it. I said I was going to do it, and I started doing it, and it's going to carry on until everybody that I know is on that webpage. Because every time I put one on, it takes me closer to the finish. I'll put it that way. Very simply, we're going to have Friends of British Wrestling Radio, which is very few at this moment. We've got the friends are going to be Brit Rest Chat, Lock Up Wrestling, and a thing called PWS Forums. A big, massive forum. There's thousands and thousands of people. They've got a chat going on as you're watching Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, whatever it is. They've got a chat going on at that moment. So it's a great bunch run by a very good friend of ours called Mac. He does a great, great job. So if you're going to go to a forum, I know British Wrestling Radio has a forum, but that seems to have died a death. Because it was Nixie's baby, and it seems to be we forgot all about it. But there we go. pwsforums.com. Go on there. Get yourself registered. Takes 2 seconds to register, and then away you go, and you're flying and chat to about 10,000 other wrestling fans, or at least 8,000 fans and about 2,000 dickheads. Now, so events. Let's have a look. We have got events coming up for you this week. We have Infinite Promotions presents In Your Scouse, the Heat of Battle in Liverpool. They're great. We've also got next weekend in Coventry at the Britannia Hotel, House of Pain Evolution 2, A Day to Remember. We've also got Pitbull Wrestling's Summer Spectacular on the 10th. We've got the British Wrestlers Reunion that's happening next week on the 11th of August. So if you want to get down to watch all the old school wrestlers and stuff, then stuff. And then we've got Kamikaze Pro had their Sabu game today. Sabu's here, Nix. Sabu's here.
Botch King.
Yep. Botch King? What are you on about, Botch King? Get the fuck out. How can you disrespect fucking Sabu?
Fucking.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Nix, don't do this to me. I can't honestly say. You see, I've been back to Sheffield and my accent's gone back now. So don't take the piss out of my accent, because I've been back to Sheffield and for 4 days it was bliss because everybody understood a word I said. Now, but you can't diss fucking bleeding. You cannot diss Sabu. I can't.
I'm not dissing him. He's just the Botch King.
Is he bollocks? There's been more people that's botched more than him.
Oh, like the pile driver at Ring of Honor.
Well, yeah, and I wasn't thinking of that one, honestly. Have you noticed? It's always somebody gets injured at Ring of Honor events over the last few months. What's going on? They really take it to the extreme, Ring of Honor. We've also got this month, Future Shock have got a beginner seminar, 5 days, 30 hours on the 12th of... What are you laughing at now?
A Sabu Botch video.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can the bleeding concentrate on the bleeding shot, or are you multitasking again as usual?
I'm multitasking again.
Oh, bleeding hellfire. Right. Southside Wrestling on the 16th of August presents Menace to Society 3 with Super Crazy taking on Styx in the main event. Then on Saturday, Retribution 4 in Huntingdon, which I'm going to. And if you want to come and say hello, come along and we'll meet in the pub and we can have a drink. And then on the 18th of August, we've got Extreme American Wrestling featuring Sabu in Corby. And he's so good, he's invited me twice to that one. Rev Pro, Summer Sisler, featuring Carlito and Shea Samuel. And also, Magnus is going to make an appearance on the 18th. Triple X Wrestling presents Club M in the Face on the 18th of August. And Pro Wrestling for You, Silverdale Showdown 4 is on... Where's that gone? Bleed now. On the Friday, the 23rd of August. 2 days Super Crazy Summer Training Seminar with IPW. And there's also 24th of August. There's also going on. And then 24th of August in Scotland, in Dundee, Hell for Lycra 10. Massive event up in Scotland that's going on. What can you do? And are you putting links in our chat room before I say you can? Nick. There we go. You putting links up, See? Just because you're the boss of the chat room.
I wanted to share what I was I wanted to share.
No. You can't put bloody things in. You can't put, just because you're the boss of the chat room here, woman, you cannot put
I am. I'm the
things-
boss. I'm brilliant.
Kick my bleeding back. Nah, I'm not even going to mention that word because it's fucking painful.
Chippy.
It's got to do with Chippy. It's got nothing to do with Chippy. I did have a Chippy when I was up in Sheffield, and I understand what a proper fish cake was. So you can all bollocks.
I just wanted to show everyone what I was watching.
I don't care. You could wait till the end. You could have shown them in that page. No. Don't get away with that.
I would have gone. I would have gone.
I'm back. I've had enough, mate. I've had so many bleeding things in bone side of me. Anyway, let's get straight on to the business. Last Saturday, Elite British Wrestling in Sheffield had an event called Rhythm and Brews, The End of the Line, of which I was invited to go down and I mean, did you see the reaction? Everybody was sending me bleeding messages. It was like, oh my God, the weight of the world on my shoulders. It was like, what the fuck? I had so many nice people sending me messages, and except one person. One person didn't send me a nice message. Do you know who that was, Nixy?
No.
You.
I did send you nice messages.
I did. High voice.
I did. I told you all day to look after yourself.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that. Oh, dear.
Offended.
No, I apologize. No, but I shat my. I must admit. I had some. Right, going up on the. This. You know when you get stories about when people are on trains, right? Right, this is a story before I get onto this, right? I was on the train from Peterborough to Sheffield. I got the longest train I could get, so I literally could get some sleep on the train, yeah? And it stopped at one place in between Peterborough and Sheffield, which is a town called Chesterfield, famous for the Crooked Spire, yeah? You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
Not right, fair enough. So I'm on this carriage, and there's literally no one else in this carriage but me. I reserved my seat. I'm in my seat I reserved. 43A. All of a sudden, I get to Chesterfield and I'm dozing. I thought, I can get another 20 minutes before Sheffield. Great. And then this bloke, this Colonel Mustard fucker, he's got the big Colonel Mustard tash, bloody military coat, and he's poking me going, I say, you're sitting in my seat. You, sir, are in my seat. And I'm like, what? What's going on? Waking up as quick as I could to find Colonel Mustard stood over me, and I'm going, what the fuck? What's going on? He goes, you're sitting in my seat. I've reserved this seat. You are in my seat. Please move now. And he's pushing me out of the seat. He's literally pushing me across the bloody thing. And I went, one more push, pal, and I'm going to be pushing you the other side of the fucking train. So it's still... The ticket guy comes on and he goes, is there a problem? And I said, yeah. I says, this bleeding Colonel Mustard thinks I'm in your seat and I'm not. Look.
Oh my God, you said it.
And then there we go. And it's put me in the best mood ever. And the ticket master says, no. He says, lad, this gentleman's in his right seat. No, he's not. I'm in that seat. He went, hold on a minute. This is coach A. You should be in coach B. Oh. I didn't realise there was different coaches for different numbers. And I'm like, you thick fucker. Go and fuck off. Literally. So I started, because he was pushing me out of the chair, I started pushing him down the aisle going, go on, fucking get into that carriage. Go on, fuck off. Get in there. Boom, boom. And I'm pushing this guy in the thing. It must have been over. I do apologise if it offends anybody at the age of 65. But people like that really piss me off that they think, and the worst thing is, the whole carriage was empty. There was about 5 people in the whole train carriage, right? So there was about 40, 50 seats empty. And he picked that one. And the worst thing is, he woke me up. That was the worst thing. He actually woke me up from my fucking sleep, which I was desperate to have. Because I had about 1 hour after we did the show last Friday, yeah? And next thing I know, it just bullshit, the fucker. But another interesting story that happened to me. Nixy will be probably at this moment falling asleep, laughing her head off, as she always does.
I would have been falling asleep on Friday if we'd had a show.
I know, yeah, but we didn't because I was working.
Yeah, and you're bloody lucky, or we would have been probably arguing about this right now because I was fucked on Friday.
Well, anyway, so I gets to Sheffield, and I meets my sister and meets my two sisters, who then, now you're going to piss yourself at this. Anybody's heard the record? Have you heard the record, PJ and Duncan, Let's Get Ready to Rumble?
Yeah.
Right. My sister, Linda, if you're listening, this is your most embarrassing moment ever, you dumb cow. My sister, okay, I can get away with it. And both my sisters are saying, oh, we're coming. We've got T-shirts meant that says, Dean, let's get ready to rumble Mitchell on them. I'm like, oh, you are fucking joking. And knowing my sisters as I do, they weren't joking. And they went, I wonder if somebody can make us T-shirts in a couple hours to get them like that. And I went, please don't. These women are in the 50s, by the way. These are in the mid-50s, okay? Linda's 52, Jill's 50, yeah, 50, hold on, what year were you? 50, 54, 55, something like that. Anyway, hold on, 56. There you go, she's 56, Jill. Anyway, so next thing, Linda watches Rectamike, watches Rectamike, sat and I went, what the fuck you singing? And she's going, Rectamike. I went, it's not Rectamike, it's Wreck the Mic, you thick fucker. She went, oh, I've been singing all that since it came out in the 90s. So for 20 years, she's been singing the wrong fucking lyrics. And I'm going, could only happen to my sister. Yeah. And she's the brain one of the family, right? She's got all the A-levels and O-levels and all the O-levels and A-levels because there were no GCSEs in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. So she got all that, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, here we go. Anyway, left them two to piss themselves, got on the tram, went to meet him, walked past the most gorgeous array of cars I've ever seen. Ferraris, Bentleys, Lamborghinis. It was all in this show, and it was great to see a Lamborghini and everything. Went down these stairs of the theatre, met Andrew Hogg, met Danielle, met loads of people. He says, right, come on, you'll meet the rest of the guys. As I'm walking down the theatre steps into the area where the ring is, and they're all training. And he says, oh, here you go, Dean. You can start joining in training. They were training. They were running up the steps of one side of the theatre, running across the seats, running down the other step, getting into the ring, doing some wrestling manoeuvres, and then going round again like circuit training. And I'm just looking at him and my jaw's hitting the floor going, oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. So went upstairs with my gentleman called Mark Sanderson, who's now... and met the guy that became the guy called Chris, who became Maximilian, who then the plan was put in place of what's going to happen at the Rumble. I then found out that my number was number 38, which everybody saw.
She told me.
I told you was the first one to know. Nobody else knew. You was the first one to know I was number 38 in the Rumble. You was the first one. Right? The worst thing I've got now, I can admit this because everybody saw my outfit. MMA shorts, right? They have to be the tightest waist I have ever seen anyone in my life. You have to get a crowbar just to pull them apart. They are so tight. I was like, literally, I was going, has anybody got any Vaseline so they can slide up my legs? I was literally doing that. I was going, these don't go fucking fit. These don't fit. But once they got past my thighs, they fit. They were great. So how these fucking MMA guys wear these shorts, I do not know. I think it's so they don't pull down when you're in the wrestling, when you're in MMA fighting or something, but Jesus Christ. Met all the guys, was talked to every single person. It was really nice. There was so many Jesseline. It was one of these things that you just sit back and you're going, is this really happening? And they were telling me all the stories and everything that's been happening and all the things that's happening with the business that they've seen and everything like that. And it was great to go backstage and to see all these things, and everything was set up. And then I got invited to do a training session with Mikey Van Riot. and a couple of the guys, and one called Mark, I think. Literally, I knew how. I've learned how to take a clothesline. How to the main thing was me. I was going to fall off the apron. I was going to take an elbow and fall off the apron to the floor. That was the original plan. The original plan was Mikey in the Rumble was going to beat me up for 5 minutes, and I was going to get him with a lucky punch. He was going to come back, hit me with an elbow, stun me, lift me over the ropes, and then stun me again, and I fall to the floor. Now, as you can see from the video, that didn't happen. All come reveal later. It wasn't a botch. I didn't botch. That's all I could think of. Do you know, honest truth, all the way through the day was don't botch. Don't fucking botch. Just do not botch. I got in the ring to be met by, oh, he's got underneath the bottom rope. He's a diva. He's not a bloke. He's a diva. He didn't get over the second rope. He went under the third one. He went underneath the second rope. And I went, what? What have I done? And he went, only divas getting under the second rope. I went, oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. I'm a fucking diva. Shit. So I fucked up with that. Completely fucked up with that one. But I learnt a couple of bumps and everything. And it was just to get me through. It was just to get me through to the Rumble. Went backstage, got changed. Sweated like I've never known. I know you sweat when you're nervous, but fuck me, I'd have done Dolph Ziggler proud with my hair. The amount of sweat that came off of me, I'm not kidding. Met Callum turned up. Met Callum. He was blown away at the fact that I had Callum Murray on my shirt. I had his name on both sleeves, and that was great. He loved that to bits. He thought that was a real nice touch, and the outfit was great and stuff. And they gave him a signed T-shirt. I got a hug off Sharon. I got a nice shake hands off Rob, his dad, and both of them was saying thank you to and they said on behalf of Sharon and Rob, thank you to every person that donated everything a month ago. It was an amazing night for everybody, and we all did proud, and they were blown away by everybody's generosity. And it was an absolute amazing. They said they can't thank us enough. And so that was really nice and very humble. Let's put it that way. So we did this, and I went backstage, and then I could hear my family in the audience, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can hear them. 3 nephews, 2 sisters, 1 brother, and 1 sister-in-law, and they made more noise than the whole arena put together. The whole audience in there, they made more noise. No one could hear on the video. All the things you can hear on the video shouting, Deano, Deano. That's my family. That's them. You actually hear my sister. The best bit of the video is when you hear my sister going, hey, look, he's frigging biting him. He's biting Ardeen. Oh, my God. So I convinced her that he was biting me. So that's my achievement. I convinced someone I was being bit. So get in. I convinced I can act. But everybody lined up. I watched the things. They've got this tradition. You know, when you become a new champion, everybody comes out, claps them. They give a guard of honor, and everybody shakes their hands. It was a great thing to see behind the scenes. There were so many people that were so friendly, and I cannot begin to make it. The one person I will say thank you to, and the one person I say is to Max E. Million. Thank you for coming up to me and saying, we've got a plan for you straight away. And next thing I know is he just said straight out of the bat, he says, oh, the plan is you're going to throw me out of the Rumble. So he just told me exactly what I was going to do. He says, everybody hates me. You'll get an instant cheer. I'll get heat. It'll be superb. And I went, oh, fair enough. Now, stood there. I was waiting to come out to the arena, and I mean, I don't know what everybody else was thinking when they saw this video, but when the DVD comes out, I cannot wait to watch it again. I really can't. Number 38 on the Rumble, yeah. Forget the other 37, just fast forward to 38. And I just got to there, and he just said, number 38. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from British Wrestling Radio, Dean Mitchell. I was thinking, where's the theme song? Do you know what I swear they played? And do you know, if I can, I've got to wait to the DVD to confirm this. Now, if this is true, everyone in our chat room that listened to the charity show last year will piss yourself. And Nixie's about to piss herself. I swear they played Beauty School Dropout. I am not joking. I swear it was Beauty School Dropout.
Oh, God. Oh, I've got to ask Andrew Hogg that.
I don't know if it was. I really don't know. But it wasn't British Wrestling Radio thing.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't British Wrestling Radio thing because I got the CD in my bag and I forgot to give it him. If that is true, that I could not tell you what the song was to this day. I don't know what I came out to, but I heard it back on the video, and I swear I heard Beauty School Dropout. I swear I heard that. If you can tell me if it's true or not, then fine, do it. But if that came out to Beauty School Dropout, I am. But what can you do? It'd be a icing on the cake. I thought it can't be. It fucking can't be. No way. But I was more scared of falling up the stairs and getting in the ring than anything else. And then to do an Austin stomping a mud hole in someone had to be one of the highlights of my life. The only thing I couldn't do, I was so tempted to give him the fingers. You know when Austin does it and he stamps a mud hole in him and then he stops and he gives him the fingers?
Yeah.
But I couldn't because it was a family show. I was so wanted to do it. And he's going, and Mikey looks down on the floor and he's going, come on, do it. And I'm just banging him on his chest and I'm going, get in there, get in there, get in there. And you can hear my brother going, go on, Deano, kick his ass, go kick his ass. And I'm like, oh, fucking brothers of mine. But getting eliminated and everything, I didn't care. For them 3.5 minutes is 3.5 minutes that no one, and I mean, no, and The Rock means no one can ever take away from me. And that's the truth. I'll never forget it. The whole day was just an amazing experience. I've been asked, there's a few people that keep saying one more match. You heard this?
No.
Because me and Maximilian, the eliminating of Maximilian was great. I don't even... the elimination of Maximilian was amazing. You can see by my reaction. People forget I'm 44 years old, right? And I swear to God, I thought I was going to school Monday morning. I really did, because I just felt like that to me. I always said when we started this, these are great perks and these are great things from great blooded people, and I will always be thankful to it. And and it was an experience that I'm never going to forget, and I think Nixie's never going to forget, because when you saw the bleeding, what did you think when you saw the video?
I was sat downstairs with my mum, and I went, "Oh my God, it's up!" And I just sat there smiling, watching it. It was brilliant. It is, because it's an achievement for us.
No, ICW yet. Picks no, not yet. I don't know what time we're going to do ICW tonight. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. The thing that does me is that everybody looks at our station, everybody looks at us, and they go, "Oh yeah, British Wrestling Radio, yeah." They don't get many listeners. Watch Wrestle Talk. We'll do it on Friday. We've got a special guest coming on Friday, and I would love everybody to come on that one. So we can make that last a couple hours, and we can go on longer than 2 hours on Friday, Pixie. So if you save it for next week, sweetheart, that'll be great. And then we'll do it that way. If you want to watch Wrestle Talk, that's fine by me. We got, I think, I never thought that it happened to me. I really didn't. I really
You wouldn't have got that a couple of years ago, would you?
We wouldn't have got it 3 months ago.
Maybe.
Been invited into a Rumble. Right,
Yeah.
give us 15 minutes, Pixie, and then come on. Give us about 11:15, and then we'll come on.
By the way, I've got music confirmation on what you had last week.
What was it?
It was a bit of the British Bulldog theme, and then Hi Ho Sheffield Wednesday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Oh, I told you that. Was it Andrew Hogg?
Yeah, you told me that.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't know you were Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, fucking hell. I've got to wait till video now. Shit. But, special mention goes to Andrew. He had some very, very sad news this week. And on behalf of everybody at British Wrestling Radio, we want to send as best wishes, as prayers and everything to Andrew and his family at this time. The man was a star last week and everything, and this week, and it was his birthday yesterday. And to have the gentleman and do anything, and this week's been a rough week for him. But everybody at British Wrestling Radio sends all our best wishes and prayers to Andrew and Danielle and all the family and everybody concerned with the Hog family at this moment. So do that quick, get that quick out of the way. I'd never thought that when this would happen, like last week, it was like, what the heck? And it was amazing 24 hours for me. I knew about it last week. When I woke up Sunday morning, I've got a bruise, right? And I never knew it. And me and my wife saw it 2 days ago. Nix, you're going to love this. Guess what? I've got a bruise going across my chest. And it's a complete straight line going from one side all the way across. So it's like a rope has gone onto my chest. And, you know, when I was pulling on the bottom rope and I was pulling it close?
Yeah.
It looks like I've given myself a bruise, a complete straight line going across my chest in a bruise. And no one has seen that bleeding picture because that is stained private.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's seen that. But I've got a bruise that goes straight across my chest. Looks like a rope. But see, I've got a bruise from wrestling. Not as bad as what other people have got. But, great. And superb. Announcement-wise, we have no more British Wrestling Radio shirts for sale. They have all gone. Mikey Rose has bought the last one, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more because literally my finances and everything, and my wife will kill me if I get any more just yet. So I don't want to be one of these places that's, you got to buy T-shirts, you got to get T-shirts all the time. Really don't want to go down that route and stuff. So I'm going to stay away from the T-shirts for a bit. So please understand if we don't have any more merchandise or anything else done. The British Wrestling Radio T-shirts and the hoodies. I never did it for profit. I just did it for people who wanted something with our name on it. That's all I wanted, and stuff. But there we go. And it was the way we went and stuff. But anyway, that was last week over and done with. The reaction I had with the video was great. WZR Radio, or should I say WZR TV, decided to play the video. So a lot more people got to see this 3 minutes of me being an absolute bleeding idiot. So, oh Christ, I'm in agony. Actually got to see this 3.5 minutes of me doing this. That was the longest 3.5 minutes of my life. That's all I'm going to say. I stood in that ring going, well, what do I do? What do I do? I just went into that ring and I just went, don't do a... I just said to them when they got in there, they were telling me about the plan, Nix, and you're going to love this. They just said to me, says, right, what's your plans? I won't let me do a Santino. Please let me be in that rumble longer than a second. Please. He went, don't worry, you're going to be in there a lot longer than a second. I went, phew, thank God for that. So it was great to be bit. It was great to be bitten. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want to know any more than that anyway.
It was a great experience. And the best of it is, the gentleman that's now, he won the Rumble. I used to play rugby with his dad. This is how small worlds happen. I was walking through the audience, and this guy who I have not seen in 20 years went, I thought it was you. Oh, my God. And I went, bloody hell, how are you? And he goes, my son's just won the Rumble. I went, no way. He went, yeah. You, last time you saw him, he was about 5-6 years old. I went, you're kidding. And it was. And I went, shit. That's little Ben. And this guy that's just won the Rumble, watching me and I were watching him wrestle, last time I saw him was 6 years old. Small world. Absolute small world. But that was a real cool night. My godsons think I am the greatest. You know why they think I'm the greatest? Because I spent a fortune at Sheffield Wednesday souvenir shop the next day. Don't give a monkeys about me being a wrestler. Don't give a monkeys that they actually saw me wrestle in a show. Anything like that. No. My godsons think I'm the greatest because I took them to the Sheffield Wednesday souvenir shop and spent loads of money on the pair of them. That's how bad it is with them two. Little bleeders.
Oh, you don't mean that.
Oh. Announcements. Right, just announced on by Southside, and I think we're the first radio station to announce it. So this is a bit of a coup if you've not heard it. In October in St. Neots at the 3rd anniversary show, it's to promise to be a show of all shows. We've just had announced a few days ago, Davey Richards will be taking on Tommy End at this anniversary show. And today they announced what sure's got to be one of the main events, unless it is the main event. We have El Ligero versus Eagle Dragon Martin Kirby, unsanctioned in a steel cage at Southside Wrestling at the end of October at St. Neots. Do you see that, Nix?
I did see it. I didn't think there were going to be any matches anymore between the two of them.
Unsanctioned this. Ben's done an unsanctioned bout. This is supposed to be the end of all ends. Now, last year, the anniversary show, we had mask versus mask. And we had no rules, no ropes, and everything like that. So now they're putting them in a steel cage. So this is going to be off the wall. If you're going to get your tickets, get them ASAP. I'm getting mine in a couple of weeks. I'm getting tickets. We're going to make it a BWR get-together, because if people want to come and see this match, then fine, come along. We'll go to a little nice pub just next door. We'll have a pub, we'll have a crap time. Rob will be there, Rob Maltman will be there. Loads of people will be there and everything. It's going to be an amazing card and everything. And I cannot wait to see this. I really, really can't. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely off the wall. Eagle Dragon versus Martin Kirby. Eagle Dragon Martin Kirby versus El Ligero in a steel cage at Southside Wrestling on the 3rd anniversary show. Also announcements. Oh, I forgot now. I forgot.
You don't know. I don't know.
No, I forgot. Next week, our show will begin at 9 o'clock on Friday night. Reason being, 2 hours. It'll be 2 hours earlier than usual, because the reason is we've got a very special guest coming on the show. We've got a lady called Carrie Dunn. Now, she's responsible for the book Spandex, Screw Ups, and Something Jobs, I think it was. The book from what did you call the book?
Screw Jobs, I think.
Spandex,
I will tell you,
Screw
it's
Jobs,
on my Kindle.
Something
It's on my Kindle. It is Spandex, Screw Jobs, and Cheap Pops.
There you go. And it's one of the wrestling books that everybody's been buying over here and everything. She contacted us over the last couple of weeks, and I got back to her, and she is coming on the show next Friday, 9 o'clock via Skype. So if anybody wants to ring in on 01223 911 822, they can do so and talk to Carrie and everything. She's going to be here for 45 minutes, she says. Cannot wait. It's going to be a great night for us. And then also, this is an exclusive. Even Nixy doesn't know this.
Aww.
Right? September the 15th is a Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
It also happens to be British Wrestling Radio 2nd birthday.
Yeah, that's 3 days after my birthday.
And it also happens to be our 100th show.
Oh. So,
So
anniversary show, my birthday, and 100th, so all in one. Huh.
yeah. So what we've got on the September 15th is, I've been in contact with somebody this week, and we're going to get with some wrestlers. There's a female wrestler that we're in contact with that we're hoping to get, and she's going to come on the show in the next couple of weeks before she goes to Japan to wrestle. We're hoping that she's going to come on the show. We're going to, if that means me pre-recording it, we'll pre-record it. We'll get it all done with, and I cannot wait. But the alpha female is coming to British Wrestling Radio at some point in the next few weeks. So we're getting them. We're getting the stars. We're getting the things that people want to hear us for. We may not get the wrestlers, but we get people in the wrestling world. I mean, we had Alex that done the play, the Inferno Kid. We've had all these other people that's coming on. We had the Attitude Era guys. We've got all these great people that come on and do something in the wrestling world. And we have Ben that comes on every now and then, and Rob Maltman and all the other guys. So it's going to be an absolute blast to come on and everything. If you're listening to us with we tried to get a mobile app set up this week, and we tried to get the mobile app up and running, but the problem is you couldn't listen to us live. So the mobile app is on the back burner. I did try and see if we could get an app for the iPhone or the Android, but that's going to cost way too much money, so I can't do that. But we are trying new different ways of getting British Wrestling Radio on iTunes and on the Google Play and stuff like that, so you can hear us in more places, and you don't even have to listen to us on YouTube. There we go. Right, now, what's the wrestling news in your way? All right, hold on a minute. We'll get Pixie in here because Pixie says she's got to go before Wrestle Talks comes on. Well, she's not even online. Right, don't matter. Right. Anyway, big talking point this week is, it's been everything, isn't it, really? I mean, PCW anniversary show 2. Did you see that? Doug Williams versus Oligero in a 60-minute Ironman match. Doug Williams won 5-4, and then Lionheart cashed in his contract, and now Lionheart, who was in Big Brother, by the way, this week. Did you see that, Nix?
I heard about it. Haven't seen it.
Aye. Well, he's not in it long, but he's in it. And he was in PC. He's now the PCW heavyweight champion, Lionheart. And congratulations goes to Chris Travis. Oh yeah, Sheffield Wednesday fan. Get in. He won the Money in the Bank. April Davids beat Dave Rain. Dave Rain. Beat Dave Rain. Dave Rain. So good, you got to say his name 3 times. And she beat Dave Rain. Dave Rain. And she's now the cruiserweight champion of PCW. Congratulations to April and everybody concerned. And from what I gather, it was an amazing night. Did you see the pictures, Nick? Did you see the pictures of fans? Instead of having your photograph took with one wrestler, you could have your photograph took with the whole people that were wrestling that night.
Oh.
They had a picture.
Nice.
They had a picture of all the wrestlers in the ring and the people stood in the middle. I would pay for that. That's a cracking gene. That's a genius waiting. This week the TNA Impact was good. Nope, don't think so. I watched it, and good is a word I would not use with TNA Impact this week.
That's going to be my blog's talking point.
Yeah,
so.
right. Well, after 11 o'clock, we'll get that then.
Yeah.
We'll get that out of the way because we've definitely got to cover that. Right. So let's see what somebody's saying about TNA. It wasn't all that bad, the wrestling. So it's Asa with his essay. There you go. I'll try again. Enjoy Wrestle Talk. I know Wrestle Talk's on in a bit. So getting them going. Anyway, now, Kurt Angle. 4th.
Try to make me go to rehab, but I said...
Yes. Send him his best wishes. He's going to rehab. He's going to get himself sorted. As long as it's all before August 15th, because he's got to fight Aces and Eights then. I just think that, yes, he's admitted he's got problems, and yes, he's got a family, and give him his full due. He's on his way to his things. I can't... so it just... with Kurt Angle and stuff, it's... What's your take? I mean, I'm all over the place at the moment. I'm just crazy at the moment. Nix, what's your take on Mr. Angle?
When's it happen? That's, I mean, I've seen him...
It's supposed to have happened straight after Impact. It was going on and it got done.
Yeah, but I mean, how does he get... I mean, why does it always happen? That's kind of my kind of gripe. Why does it always happen?
I don't know. It's just...
I mean, they want this lifestyle, but when they get it, it's sort of suddenly they don't like it, and
Yeah. I think that one of them things is he's done this before. Yes, it's regular as clockwork that he's done it. He's always said it'll never happen again. He's always took to Twitter and he's held his hands up and said, "Yeah, I'm going to rehab. I'm going to get myself sorted." Right. So
it's not like you've got so much to live for in life, and yet that happens. That's what I can't understand.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? You can't help it. You can't. Well, you can help it because it's your decision at the end of the day to get behind the wheel of a car if you're drunk and drunk under the influence, as it said, as the charge was. It's what can you do? It couldn't have happened at a worse time for TNA, with all the bad publicity they've been having and all the negative publicity and everything they've done has just completely been going wrong. So at the end of the day, you're a grown man. You're responsible for your actions, and end of the day, that's what it is. Do you think Kurt Angle's turning into Ric Flair? He's the new Ric Flair.
Maybe. I see where you're coming from. Maybe.
It's crazy, isn't it? It just seems stupid that, wrong type of word. It just seems a bit weird that this guy was like he's like, as soon as I say Kurt Angle, you think, bang, great wrestler. And then like that, Ric Flair, great wrestler. But now you look at Ric Flair and you go, you see, and everything, and all these things have been happening, and now these are slowly starting to show up with Ric Flair. So it just seems strange to me that all these things have been happening, and end of the day, Kurt's got to be responsible, and he's took the first step. He's admitted he has a problem, and he's gone to rehab straight away. No questions asked. He's booked himself in, and forget rehab. He should go to the accountability crib of DDP.
Yeah, maybe.
If he can straighten Jake Roberts and he can straighten Scott Hall out, then maybe he can do something for Kurt Angle.
Is that going to be DDP's new next business venture?
Well, it already is, isn't it? The DDP has got so many people that's living there at the moment, the accountability crib, and they're getting everybody's life sorted out. I mean, he's got the young lad there that's lost a load of weight, put it back on, he's losing weight again. You've got Jake, you had Scott and his son, but they've moved out now. You've got loads of different people there. They're all after the same goal. But DDP says it's not a rehab. It's just a place where people want to come and learn how to live, eat, and everything. Then he can get there, and that's the way he wants to go with his life. Then fair enough. But we can just send him his best wishes from everybody here, because at least you've tweeted us.
He did.
Kurt Angle to give us a retweet, so we got that.
The charity show.
Yeah. Have you noticed no one from the YouTube brigades in our chat room tonight?
Oh yeah, they've all abandoned us.
Yes, you see. Oh yes, we don't do. You know, it's ever since, right? It's ever since I've said to him. I mean, I went round him more personally, and I said to him, well, I didn't personally, sorry, but I said, because I'm not putting the YouTube things on the links for some reason, because if I put some of them on, everybody's going to be wanting me to put their YouTube channel, and there's just not the space. And so I've got to privatize and put some. I put ICWs up there. We've got Southside Wrestling, PCWs up there. Full House Wrestling's up there. You can see all these wrestling companies, and I'm going to see if I can get as many as I can. Then we put the podcasts, and then we put the other bits and bobs. Are they all busy for YouTube Geek Week? Nice one. But we've got to say congratulations as well. Congratulations to the heavyweight House of Pain, Styx, who announced this week he's to be a dad.
Aww.
He put a picture of his baby up this week. So congratulations to Styx and his good lady, and congratulations from us all here and everything. I'm sure we'll hear about it when Harvey comes on. and talks about his when he takes over for the night. I'm sure we'll hear all about it. But if baby sticks and everything, so yeah, I'm gonna have baby, bleeding Justin Bieber. Then I was getting attacked by the babies. Then fuck's sake, I've just mentioned Justin Bieber on our show. Fuck that. But yeah, I think everything. Now, get back into the wrestling world. Last week, there was a bit of a war on Facebook. Now, I don't know if you saw this, Nixy, but a company up in Yorkshire decided to close its doors. And there was a bit of a... It was a bit of under a cloud. Bradford Wrestling Alliance Academy. Did you hear about this? No, fair enough. There I go, talking to myself again. What? I said I'm talking to myself again. So, I'm definitely trying my best not to say those immortal words saying, "Are you there yet, Nixy?" But there we go. She might have fallen asleep. You never know. No, she hasn't bought the pain. Right, there we go. Anyway, so as I said to, as we said, Bradford Wrestling Academy shut its doors this week. This is the famous place where a young lad took part in a rumble just under a year ago and ended up unconscious and everything with no ring experience and everything. I am not going to go down the route of slamming this business. You know, well, in matter of fact, yeah, let's fucking do it. Because if I get the repercussions of it, fine. But I don't give a shit and everything. What have we got here? What?
Don't know. Message.
Who's the message from? Do you know, just my bleeding nothing. I get messages from people all over the show. Doesn't matter, I can't get on it. Can you mention the ICW? Yep. Get away from that. Insane Championship Wrestling are pleased to announce that they have become the first UK promotion to sell out a 1,000 capacity venue a month before a show. So congratulations. Do you know after Bixie came on last week and said they had about 70, 80 tickets left?
Yeah.
By the time it got to 7 o'clock the following morning, they'd gone. There was a complete sellout by last Saturday. So they've sold out a 1,000-seater arena. And have you seen what they've called it? There's something about Maryhill. That's because it's the Maryhill Community Centre. And they called it There's Something About Maryhill. So, and so I can't believe that they've just done that. But congratulations to everybody that did it. It's an amazing thing. Sold at that September. Oh, sorry, I've got the dates mixed up. Sorry. There's Something About Maryhill is in September, and they've got the wrestling event happening in August. It's Dave's down here. That's sold out. Okay, fair enough. I get my main mixed up. Pixie, I apologise. I'm not as good. I fuck up as much as anybody else, and I really do apologise. But congratulations to ICW on selling out a 1,000-seater arena. Well done, guys. You do your job well, and I hope it's a cracking show. And I'm sure that we will hear about every single thing from Pixie in the next few weeks. And everything out there. So, and so that was the message I got. But literally, this promotion's gone to the wall, and Harvey Dale got on the case on Facebook and literally just tore these people apart, the promoter and everybody around these. And if you want to see about it, type in British Bradford Wrestling Academy on Facebook. That's all I'm going to say. Problems personified. It's another one of it's another one of these fucking bleeding British wrestling stories where you hear about promotions that have got great intentions and then they just fuck up, and it's just completely one fuck up after another, and it just is an embarrassment. It's just not an embarrassment to it is. It's an embarrassment to people that work their ass off, that do it right, and then you get these twats or everything like that, and they're just going, oh, fucking hellfire, everything like this. Well, don't you start having a go at me and everything. And I'm going to get repercussions of this. I know I am. But end of the day, it's my show. I say what I want. And if you don't like it, fine. You can always turn off and everything. Also got to say good luck to the Ministry of Slam radio show. On the first weekend in September, they go 24 hours. They're doing a 24-hour show to raise lots and lots of money for charity. Cannot wait. It's going to be a great, great show for them. and hopefully get some more details at ministryofslam.com. Have you got anything, any events-wise down in your Essex area, Nix, or aren't you bothered at the moment? Nixy? Do you know, 2 hours a week, I ask. 2 fucking hours a week. That's all I ask out of my Nix. That's all I ask. And she's disappeared. So, anyway, carry on without her. As long as people can hear us. And stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there. Oh, I can hear you.
I am there. I was always there.
No, you haven't. People just been hearing me trying to call you and just saying you're there or what? And have you got anything about the local area, about your wrestling? And
no, I
nothing
haven't.
came back. Nothing came back. It was
Heard
like
you. I didn't. Unless my signal dropped out for a minute.
oh, dear me. Oh, and you know, everybody can hear that. Like, look, even Winters is agreeing with me now. Busted. Bleeding multitasking. Concentrate on the plan at hand. Now we're in. We only get 2 hours a week.
Never 8 things at once.
Doesn't matter. You should do one thing at once. British Wrestling Radio is the most important thing in your life.
At what?
At this time.
Okay, there you go. I heard that. I didn't hear it. You went. I went.
Now, big announcement tonight in the world of. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not even going to acknowledge it. Fucking Doctor Who. Screw that.
Demon Headmaster.
I don't give a shit who it is.
It looks like the demon. It looks a bit like the Demon Headmaster.
I don't give a shit who he is. It's just, I'm not fucking bothered. I just don't give a shit. Yeah, if it had been a woman or the guy from Luther, I'd have loved it. But fuck that, no way.
Yeah, have they ever had like a not white Doctor Who?
No, we haven't. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. So who gives a shit? He's no idea. No idea he's on. Anyway, now.
No Ed Byrne either.
Right, we'll get on to the finer points of the... Also, not the finer points. All these things has gone... Right, the state of TNA wrestling. What's your take on it? They're falling apart. Because...
I don't know what they're doing wrong.
What they're doing wrong... It just seems so crazy that every time they do something, it's just the wrong thing that they're doing.
But, you know, I've heard that he sort of come in and no one gave a shit.
We're going to have a conversation now, right? We are not allowed to mention, right? Because every time you mention TNA and what's wrong, 3 words get mentioned, right? Hogan and Eric Bischoff.
Well, that's 2 things.
No, that's 3 words.
Yeah, but it's 2 things.
I said, get it right, 3 words. Eric Bischoff and Hogan.
Okay.
Right, 3 words.
Yeah, but are they the real catalyst?
No. Look, you can't keep blaming Hogan and Bischoff for all these things that's happened.
I didn't say that.
This has just happened, right? Let's go back. Right. TNA wrestling over the last 6 months... Right? It seems as though whoever's been writing this has got, right, we've got one storyline. We've got one storyline. We've got one storyline in TNA, and that's Aces and Eights. We haven't got any other storylines in the business. There's no other storylines in TNA except that one.
Mickey James, Velvet Sky.
Where's that been for weeks?
Well, unfortunately, it seems to have dissolved.
If you go to an Impact thing, you don't anything like that. All you're getting is you're getting the Aces and Eights down your throats, everything like that, right? The storyline people are right. I mean, Bruce Pritchard's gone. He's gone. He's lost. He's spat his dummy and he's fucked off. Gone. D'Lo Brown's gone.
Is D'Lo Brown gone?
D'Lo Brown's gone. These are all the people from the back room. You got rid of Jesse Sorensen for the production assistant, who was making 3 times as much money for working 3 days a week. And 3 days a month, sorry. And he was getting more money than anybody else. No wonder he got fucking released. It's all right saying, oh, yeah, Bischoff's done this. Yes, Bischoff is behind the scenes. And he's got something that he may write some of the things. But you can't blame the guy for everything. You just can't. It's just everything like that. Yeah. No, they're not. Right, Webby's just said in here, like, they're doing what WCW and hiring people they think will draw in viewers, and they really don't. More money in the X division. Right. Free agents at this time in the wrestling world. This August the 1st, warning. It's just happened, so we've finished TNA, so we can now talk about it. Right. For weeks, all these people are saying Adam Pearce. So hardcore Holly. Fuck's sake. Goldberg. Nah, fucking.
I honestly thought it was Goldberg.
I kept my mouth shut on who it was until I saw who Bellator MMA were in league with, or were paying some of the salary to Rampage Jackson. Right? They're paying the salary for Rampage Jackson to be in their MMA promotion. As soon as they announced who Rampage Jackson was versing at the pay-per-view in November, you got it. It was simple. I got the head, everything was perfect, and I said it straight away. It's 48 hours before Impact was on, that the person who is going to be revealed on August 1st is Tito Ortiz, MMA fighter. And what did he do when he come out? He just stood on the ramp. For fuck's sake, Tito Ortiz was last in TNA years ago as a special referee for one of the main events. I think it was Against All Odds. I don't think. But
can I just ask what all these people... I mean, what's King Mo done since he got there like a year ago?
Well, he's in Bellator. He's doing another Bellator thing. He's just been winning everything like that.
Exactly. So what's his purpose on the TNA roster? Nothing.
Well, what's Rampage Jackson done? Kirsch has said it. Rampage Jackson hasn't done anything in the 2 months. What's Jackson done? Has Jackson had a fight yet? No. Has Jackson even hit somebody yet? No. Where has all the great storylines gone? Where have all these storylines that everybody used to have? I mean, used to have people like, you had the Abyss storyline, and you had, I mean, fuck's sake, I know Joseph Park and everything, but at least it was a storyline we had with Joseph Park searching for his brother. It's just one fuck up after another. And everybody's going, oh, they're going to get down, they're going down, they're going down, they're going down, 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 down. It's hard. Wrestling needs TNA. It needs TNA to succeed. It's people have said this all over the world, and I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but there we go. Do you think TNA's got it in it to pull it around? At this time, Nix, do you think TNA can pull it around?
Quite honestly, it depends who's making all these decisions backstage. I think that's the core problem. I mean, I don't want to sort of Bischoff and Hogan you again, but if Bischoff is a large part of the creative problem...
You know when TNA was kicking people's asses, when it had the six-sided ring and he had the X Division that were firing, and they had all these great storylines, Jarrett, America's Most Wanted, you had Samoa Joe with a title, you had all Sting coming in and out, and you had the Main Event Mafia a few years ago. Do you know who the writer was?
Vince Russo, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, who was it?
Dutch Mantell, otherwise known as Zeb Coulter. Remember that Raw of the Week? That was good?
Yeah, that Paul Heyman and him wrote.
Yeah, exactly. This guy, he you never heard a chant of Fire Dutch. You never thought Fire Dutch and all like that. It don't matter if WWE is shit. WWE is not exactly firing on all cylinders now. The decent thing about the WWE is they've finally given good airtime to the Divas matches. It's finally
I have, but I've got something to say about that later as well.
Yeah, all
which
right.
Ross and I talked about.
Yeah. Oh, is Ross part of the club? Is Ross part of it now? You can't talk to me? You can't talk to me, but you talk to Ross?
I was talking to Ross last Monday when we were watching Raw.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't see it. Because being in Sheffield, I missed it. So I didn't take my computer. So I didn't do it. And my sister's internet is so slow. That video I uploaded on the Sunday took 4.5 hours to upload. 3.5 minutes, 4.5 hours. So crazy time. All right. Everybody can see this thing that's happening in the TNA at this moment. There's so many good wrestlers there, but now they're all in the mid-30s. They're in the mid-30s now. You're looking at AJ Styles. Chris Daniels is in his 40s. Kazarian's in his mid-30s. You've got all these great Saban, he's in his 30s. You've got all these other ones. I mean, the youngest person they've got on the main roster is Magnus.
How old's Magnus?
And, no, she has not got Plus Net. She's got Sky.
Who?
My sister has. He got Plus Net, Yorkshire Internet Company. It's a running joke. It's a Yorkshire.
Oh, all right.
It's a running joke because they play.
Shit, then.
Oh yeah, it's fucking shit and terrible. You look at all the things that's happening with TNA, and you think, what the fuck are they playing at? I mean, when you looked, did you see that picture of the seating plan for last Thursday's Impact?
Was it empty one side?
It was just all these X's were like saying where they're not sitting. And you had all these X's all over the place, and it said X here, X here. These were where people weren't allowed to sit. This show had been advertised for 2.5 months, and they had to X out about 4. Remember the picture of the Alamo when they did that? They did the pay-per-view at the Alamo. Oh, what were they called? Slammiversary.
Yeah.
When they did Slammiversary, and that picture came up, and everything, and it showed you this is the TNA thing, and they only did it in one corner of the Alamo Arena.
Yeah.
And everything. It was just like that.
Yeah, no, you said
just like that. Just like that on Thursday. Terrible. There's got to be. I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna get. It's one of these things now that people are gonna do it, and some of the guys on the internet said it, and I've got to agree with this now. TNA needs to get rid of Dixie Carter.
You reckon she's a large part of the problem?
I do. It needs someone. When Dixie Carter's now been in there, Dixie Carter has now got to be held responsible for what she's done over the last 3-4 years. This has all happened since Jeff Jarrett is no longer in charge of the company. This is all happening. Jeff Jarrett needs to come back, right, and take hold of running his wrestling company back his way. Because since Dixie Carter's at it, look who she's brought in. Say no more. There you go. Silence. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I go back when I first started. It was everything WWE wasn't. It wasn't trying to compete.
Exactly.
It wasn't trying to compete with the WWE as such. It was being its own thing, and it was getting looked at for that reason. And then it come in, we want the Monday Night Wars back, and they just kind of...
They sprinted before they walked. Do you remember the night when they announced it? Hogan is coming to TNA Wrestling. We've got a 3-hour Raw. We've got a 3-hour Impact. And they started it at a time, and they started it an hour before WWE did Raw. And then WWE announced the one person you'd never thought would go back to the WWE.
Bret Hart. And they did it just at that time where Hulk Hogan was going to come out. Now everybody in that chat room, right, and if you can remember that far back to January the 4th, 2010, type 1 if you watch the WWE bit, or type 2 for TNA. What did you watch? Because it was on at the same time. Did you watch Bret Hart coming out, or did you watch Hulk Hogan? 1 for the WWE, or did you press 2 for TNA? Which one did you watch at that time? If you watched it live. I'll be honest, I think I was watching one on a TV and possibly one on a laptop, or possibly watching both on a laptop, I forget.
I watched Bret coming back. I must admit, I watched Bret coming back because it was the one thing you never thought you'd see. It was to watch Bret. It was the big one to me because the first thing out of Bret's mouth, and it got everybody going mental, was,
Thank you for everybody for that beautiful introduction. And my first job is I would like to call Shawn Michaels out to the ring. Boom. Everybody just went, oh my fucking God, we're getting it now. We're getting Brett versus Shawn. Here we fucking go. What they're doing on TNA? Oh yeah, Hogan's in the ring with Bischoff, and they've got Hall, Nash, and X-Pac. Okay, hold on. Brett, hold on. It's like being 1997 again. You've got the NWO on one channel, and you've got Brett versus Shawn on another one. Hold on a minute. It's 1997 all over again.
1997 in 2010, wasn't it?
Yeah, it were, weren't it? Because you look, if you remember it, you got the NWO all in the ring, and then you got Brett versus Shawn. All that was missing was a few of the other guys, and it was like, whoa, I've gone back in a fucking time machine here. Oh, fuck me, yeah. They had Valvin, that Orlando Jordan gimmick.
Orlando, I used to like him.
Oh, not in fucking TNA, you didn't?
No, I did. I really liked him. I just thought he was something completely out of the box.
Shit, yeah. No, I won't. This thing, it's always been happening though. TNA, no matter what they do, don't get me wrong, it just seems that they've got rid of all the things that made them great. You know, like the Asylum, that Asylum match, when they put that cage around the six-sided ring, and you had to get out through the middle of the top, and you couldn't do it anyway, you had to climb out of it, get out the Asylum and all that. And you had the Ultimate X match. And you had the Destiny, when you had to climb on the
King of the Mountain.
King of the Mountain, yeah. When you had that Ultimate X, when you had to climb on the scaffolding and do it about 30 feet above the ring. And
see, I've seen Ultimate X live, so I know what that's like.
But it wasn't Ultimate X. It was something better than that, because there was the Ultimate X is when you're doing we're going to go across the ropes in the middle. And but this one was when they had to climb up the scaffolding. You had to knock each other one off the X at the top of the arena, and they had to fall to the floor to win. Because I forgot what they called that. I forgot that. But that night, WWE waited for what TNA had got, and you got that, and you're thinking, what am I going to watch here? And yeah, you did watch bits of TNA. Yes, you did. Right. Then TNA had Jeff Hardy that night. You had RVD. You had Sting. You had Hogan, Nash. You had the Nasty Boys, and you had all these Valvina.
Oh, Bubba the Love Sponge as well.
Yeah, well, said no more about him. It just seems from them on there's been... Oh, and you had Ric Flair. Ric Flair turned up as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, you had all these guys that were turning up. And then they wonder why. Dixie said, we had a product that was working. Yes, it was working. And then you let Hogan fuck it up. The first thing that TNA did wrong, get rid of the six-sided ring.
Yeah.
That made them different to every other wrestling promotion in that fucking country. Get that six-thing.
In the world, really?
No. So the Mexican companies have the six-sided ring.
They have the six-sided ring, yeah, but sort of in our world of televised wrestling, quite possibly.
Yeah. I think Winter says, I think, the wrestlers hated it. I mean, I know AJ hated it, and then Kurt Angle hated it, but it was different, weren't it? And then
fans hated it. They cheered. I mean, we got sick. That was the year that the six sides went. We got the six sides at Wembley, but fans were just cheering for it, just religiously cheering for it.
Well, it was Genesis when they replaced it. They didn't tell anybody. And the whole people was chanting, we want six sides. We want six sides. And they literally had to get Hogan to go into the ring and said, if you're guys are just going to chant that the whole night, the four-sided ring is back. It's going to stay and everything. So if you're going to chant that, you're just going to spoil a great pay-per-view, which turned out to be one of the fucking worst pay-per-views. And the only... Right. Every time they've said somebody's coming back and they've hyped up this fucking video saying, he's back. He's coming. He's coming. August 1st. He's coming. He's coming. It's turned out to be the biggest load of shit ever.
Just a bit.
Now, I'm going to mention a name here because I remember they doing it once, and Doug Williams was in the ring. And a lot of people are going to remember this. And if you remember this, then I want your honest opinion of what you saw that night. Doug Williams was in the ring as X Division champion, and he set out a challenge to any wrestler in the world. And at that time, just John Morrison and a load of others was available on contracts to sign, and everybody was convinced John Morrison was turning up at the pay-per-view of TNA. He was going to be the guy that challenges Doug Williams. It was all in the audience that night. Everybody was convinced it was John Morrison, and the person who came out, Mark Haskins.
Oh.
Does everybody remember that?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Matt Hardy, but yeah, I do remember that.
Mark Haskins came out. That poor guy. It was like, what? And they put on an amazing match. I remember Mark. That was the first time I heard of Mark. And get me wrong, and I think he's a great lad, and I've chatted to him thanks to times. And congratulations, Mark and Vicky, on getting married this week. The wedding photos look great and stuff. So, and everything. Mark Haskins and Williams had a great match that night. I remember that so much. And then they tried to give him the things and everything and blah, blah, blah. And the next time we saw Mark on TNA was when he did the shooting star press at Wembley Arena and landed on his neck. And amazing guy. Nice in it. But it's TNA all over. They never give the fans what they want. Right? When was the last time you watched a promo and you went, that was fucking amazing?
In terms of the product, at times I think they give like the real fans more of what they want, in the sense that they don't PG it. But in terms of storylines, they are failing us.
But what do you mean? What do you mean not PG in it? What do you mean by that?
Well, it doesn't come down to the blood side of it, but they were more raw in the sense that they didn't kind of big poopy their language. They would be honest and they would say I can't really explain what I mean, but I at one point said they give the fans what they want much more than WWE does, and to a point it's better. I mean, all right, they don't have the high budget that WWE does, but they've fallen down and they're not doing it anymore. Because I'm an advocate of it. I used to be there every week waiting for it. Now it's sort of like back to about 4 weeks on my TV player.
I watched it Thursday night. I'm sorry, I didn't. Did I say that? I did that out. I did that out. My boss says that I'm dead. I didn't watch it Thursday night.
Cut that out.
I watched it Friday morning. But I want TNA to succeed. Don't get me wrong. It's all right, people saying, "Oh, this is wrong with it. This is wrong with it. This is wrong with it." As long as there's TNA, and as long as there's Ring of Honor, and as long as there's Dragon Gate, and as long as there's real cracking wrestling out there, we need them to succeed. Yes, they're going through a bad patch. WWE's gone through a bad patch. Now, they always used to say fire Russo or the things. Can you imagine the reaction of Dixie Carter? I mean, she did that Twitter thing a couple of weeks ago. She was slated. She was slated something rotten on that Twitter. And yes, Dixie has been about the fans, but she's also broken so many promises over the years that you just don't know what's coming out of her mouth anymore. If she listened to all the fans, now I don't know if you was there when she said this, but she once said in the middle of a ring at Wembley, saying, "We will be bringing a pay-per-view to the UK within the next 2 years."
Yeah, I think I was there for that one. I think I was there when she said that. I'm sure she did. Because from what I remember, I'm sure she was in the ring with, at the time, Bubba Ray, or Brother Ray.
Yeah.
I'm sure I remember that. I do.
You know the little kid that got help with the Team 3D that night?
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
Was it Callum?
No. That was Ben Old's son, Harry.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah,
he got the bit of bald, didn't he? And he had his, did he have his head shaved or something like that?
Yeah, he still got it. He still got his border thumb on.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, that's weird. We were in the same arena a few years before we even met each other.
Yeah. I think when you look at things, Now TNA has got to look. I mean, they're doing some great diva knockout matches. But you look at all the wrestlers that's gone. They've got Matt Morgan's gone, Tara's gone. The person I think should have never been released because I think he's got an awesome gimmick and he was going to be great. Joey Ryan, the sleaze with cheese. I love that guy too. But Joey Ryan has got there's some great talents there. But now you've got to look at the new talent. I mean, it's okay for AJ and Samoa Joe and everything. But when you look at Magnus, I mean, Magnus is in his early 20s, about 23, 24, I think. You look at...
Don't you Mickey James, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Shit. But how old's Mickey James now?
30-something.
She is, yeah. And how old's Velvet Sky and all these? You've got all these 30-somethings now. Where's the new talent? They've just announced that they've got rid of the gut check. That's dead.
Good.
There's no more TNA gut checks. If you didn't know that, then you've got an exclusive.
Hang on a sec. Did Hogan not say that with Fight Night and gut check, if that didn't work, he was going to leave?
Oh, please.
Can I get him there on a technicality?
No, I don't know. Well, when has ever Hogan?
She's 32, Velvet Sky.
Is that 32? Well, it's another 30s. Yeah.
Girl
there you go. But look at it this way. TNA also said, and I quote, when they started this open fight night, that Devon was the television champion at that time, and he would be defending that TV title every single week. How long did that last? 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
Gail Kim is 36, by the way. Just looking that up. I'm just looking it up.
Gee, Christ. Where's all the new ones? I mean, look at the divas in the WWE, and Paige is the future.
Paige is.
If ever
they get she's younger than me.
You know the best bit is now? Is you look at Paige, and we're going to take Paige as a big example of this now. Paige is 21 in a couple of weeks. Right?
And she's going to be on the Reign roster.
The Reign roster.
Main roster.
You said Reign roster.
Mickey James is 33, just to confirm that.
Right.
ODB 35.
Right. Now, Paige is 21 in a couple of weeks. She gets called on that roster, right? You're telling me, right? If they use Paige right, we could see an amazing feud between AJ and Paige, correct?
Yes.
Right. That would take us up to Survivor Series if we did it. Yeah?
I think that could go longer if it was done the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did Mickey James and Trish go on for?
Exactly. Put it this way. If you put Paige up the night after SummerSlam, which is next week, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. You bring Paige up to the roster on Raw that next night. Kick the living shit out of AJ. Give it instant appeal. Bang. And just build it, and just keep going and get her closer to the title. Everything like title. Some Survivor Series, AJ versus Paige. Do it that way. That would be an amazing match. Yeah.
They could do. I mean, they've proved recently. You know, I said it last week. AJ and Caitlyn have proved a lot of things. But I just, they're then hiring someone. I hired some woman a couple of weeks ago, and I went, what the hell? And then the Bella twins are clearly jealous.
Well, Maria was supposed to be coming back, and then the Bella twins thing in that, and they said, no, we don't want Maria back.
That was the other thing, that fucking vote about, what diva would you most like to see again? Kelly, no, we don't want her back. It's the last thing we want. That's a step backwards.
Well, she could wrestle towards the end.
I can wrestle better than her. And I've got a fucked up knee.
All right. But look at it this way. If you bring any of the divas back, the divas and everything back, you're bringing back the Playboy divas. Them that's done Playboy, yeah? Stacy, Maria, Trish. If you bring Christy Hemme, but she's happy in TNA for the time being.
That's not PG though.
No, but you're bringing back people that's been in the Playboy era, as I call it, that the 2000, 2002, 2007. The divas that always seem to be in play every year at WrestleMania. They always seem to be a one. I mean, Candice Michelle, there's another one for you, who had the worst fucking music in the world.
Yeah.
I used to hate that fucking music so bad. What would it? Put your hands up, 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 up. I fucking did my nuts. I used to love Victoria's music. I ain't the woman to mess with. Go, go, go. I used to love her music in WWE.
She had a tattoo for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's when she was a psycho bitch. Yeah. When they had the hardcore match at Survivor Series. Yeah, she had the psycho bleeding bitch. Have you noticed how many psycho bitches have there been in fucking WWE?
A lot, because it's the easiest way they get over, isn't it?
You think how many psycho bitches we've had? We've had Tara, Victoria. We had Victoria. We've had Mickey. We've had AJ.
Ivory to a point.
Ivory went mental. Yeah. You got all these psycho bitches, and it's great. I love them to bits. Well, Lita went nudity, so do that. If there was one, if everybody in the chat room had one diva to bring back, say from 1998 onwards. If you could bring back one diva to have a storyline for 3 months, who would it be? Oh, Molly Holly. She was another psycho person.
She was, yeah.
Yeah, Molly Holly and stuff, yeah. Look, everybody. Lita.
Luna Vacken, she was a bit nuts.
Luna Vachon, yeah. Not Luna Vacken, Luna Vachon.
Vacken, sorry, Vachon. Sorry, Luna.
Rest in peace, Luna.
Yep.
Yep, that's another one that went before her time. Winters, Trish, Lita, look, Lita, Trish, Lita. That Luna is dead. We know.
Doesn't mean we can't want her back just because she's not in the world anymore.
I know. I think at the end of the day, Gail Kim, they're just did not your.
Don't you remember what happened the last time she came back?
Fucking hell. She regretted it from day one.
Yep, she did.
Ask Braden Walker, that one. That's another one. I want Elizabeth. Fair enough. No. Pre-97. From 97 onwards. No. But everybody's got their favourites and everything. Nobody mentioned Sunny.
No, why would we want her back?
I loved her. Or Sable. Nobody mentioned Sable. Oh, yeah, I said post-97. Yeah. Jacqueline, there's another name for you. Yeah. Sunny and everything. Forgot about Sune. Who the fucking hell's Sune? Sunny. I'm not bleeding Sunny.
Right. Sunny.
That's
better.
Sunny. All right, love. All right, Sunny. Oh, there you go.
I think you said that better.
I'll shut up and I'll talk like you. I'll shut the fuck. I'll shut up.
Where's Lindsay?
She's in bed.
All right.
Yeah, she's had problem taking off her bleeding stilettos. There we go. Boom, get in there. No. Stilettos.
Sorry, she's going to clump you for taking the piss out of her accent.
Yeah, no, I always take piss. Everybody takes piss out of mine.
Yeah, no, you deserve it.
Do our bollocks. I'm the boss. I can do what I want. Anyway, we'll get back to this. I think one of the best things is me and Rob Mortman did a thing on his show. And it's great because we was talking on Facebook about this. And while he was on his show, and we said, if TNA decided to knock America sideways and come over to the UK and hire Wembley Arena for one night and have the best of TNA versus the best of the United Kingdom for one night, get any wrestler from the United Kingdom to take on any wrestlers from the TNA roster. Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the card of that night?
everybody was like, "Oh yeah, well Ross said it to me." Ross was very, very imaginative with his word because he went, "Oh, Samoa Joe versus Dave Mastiff." Straight away, we had that. That was cool. Oh. We had one like Alex Shane versus Hulk Hogan. I come up with Keith Meyer or Ricky Knight versus Ric Flair, but that'd have been hilarious. Aries versus Haskins. Look, here we go. El Ligero versus Manic versus Kenny King. Ligero versus Aries. We got them all. We got these were the brilliant ones and everything. April Davids, Kaylee Ray, Carmel Jacobs. You got all these females over here. Alpha female. You got all these great people that go over here.
Alpha female versus Awesome Kong.
Oof, yeah, but she's not a member of roster, is she?
Yeah,
Alpha female versus Mickey James.
I want to see there'd be more evenly matched if it was Kong.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the match that everybody's wanting over here when Awesome Kong comes over in November. That's the match that everybody wants to see. Alpha female versus Awesome Kong. ODB. Yeah, well. The one that I liked, and nobody mentioned this. They said, "How about this?" Rob said, "Who would Madman Manson take on?" And I went, "Easy, Eric Young." And boom, we just went from there. It just so quick. Madman Manson versus Eric Young. Then you got T-Bone and all these guys. You got T-Bone and Styx, and you got all these.
Suicide versus Loco Imbecile.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Masks. Yeah, fair enough. But you were looking at the thing, and you got all these big masses. You got Aces and Rob come out with a beauty. He said the Predators, Styx, Max Angeles versus Aces and Eights. So you'd have House of Pain Wrestling versus Aces and Eights, just as a complete idea. But Martin Kirby, Project Ego versus Team 3D, or Predators versus Team 3D, or Team Bromance versus Project Ego. There you go. Are you sneezing?
No, I said trap.
You're laughing?
No, I said trap.
Trap. Yeah. Oh, I'd give Haskins versus Jeff Hardy. I'd do that one, me. Or T-Bone versus Hardy. T-Bone versus Jeff Hardy. Because T-Bone can move great.
Essex.
Yeah. Yeah. But it makes you drool, innit, when you think of all these things and stuff. But we don't want to see TNA fail. If anybody that says, "Oh, I want to see TNA fail," I want to see Vince buy the rights and we can have a rise and fall of TNA wrestling, then I'm sorry, but you're not wrestling fans. You're WWE marks.
Yeah.
There you go. I've said it now.
I agree with that.
I say, okay, if you honestly want to see wrestlers put on the dough line and put them at their families at risk, good one, Webby, Ring of Honor versus TNA. That would be a real good one, yeah. Ring of Honor was at its best when they used to send talent to TNA. It's where people got Samoa Joe, Chris Daniels, AJ, and all this. So, Kevin Steen versus Bully Ray. Oh, dear me. The worst of it is Vince is in his own bubble and world, and there's only one person in WWE that's looking outside that bubble. That's Triple H. Because look who he's found. Look at the independent wrestlers he's found of the last 2-3 years that are now big main people in the WWE.
Look at Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. You're looking at the Shield. All three of them guys. And
But
then
they're not playing Druids.
Yep, and you still got Cassius Ohno coming up, Chris Hero, and you still got all these other guys that's down there. Pac, yeah, Adrian Neville was his called, but Pac. But you got Paige, you got all these great guys that are now on the platform and they're doing it, and you can actually go further up and up and up and up. Wrestling is at its best when there's two companies doing what they do best. And TNA has got to find itself. It's got to find itself again. And if that's without Dixie Carter, then so be it.
let's put Jeff back in charge. Give Jeff back the power to hire, fire, and do what he used to do best. Because that's when TNA was firing. When Jeff Jarrett was in charge and he had so many great ideas and everything, yeah, occasionally we fucked up. We had always fucked up. TNA, we used to remember the TNA pay-per-views when somebody always used to no-show or somebody didn't turn up.
Jeff
Always
Hardy
used to be one of them. But he can't help that. But TNA was at its best when it had no expectations. Now it does. TNA now has the expectations of people that are going, well, when are you guys actually going to come and step up to that mark? They took Impact out of the Impact Zone. Some people now want to go back to the fucking Impact Zone, but they can't because the building's now being used for something completely else, something completely different, so they can never go back. They're now stuck in a no-win situation, in a no-lose. They've got to go out there and they've got to make it better. Recycling old storylines isn't going to work. Main Event Mafia was 4 or 5 years ago. Aces and Eights is now nearly 2 years. It's just 18 months old, and that's got to stop. At the end of this thing now, they've got to stop and go, right, here's the end of it. Let's start afresh. The night it has to happen is the night after Bound for Glory. We know everything's in place for Bound for Glory and everything, and you can't change what's going to happen now till October. But it's like with WrestleMania, everything gets redone, everything has new storylines, and you get used to it, and so forth. The night after, the week after Bound for Glory, TNA has to start again, wipe the slate clean, and go, right, this is the way it's going to be. And if it means getting rid of Dixie, and if it means getting rid of Hogan, and Sting's contract's up next year, and it means getting rid of all these guys that have paved the way for other people, it's now time for them people. It's now time for everybody to say, thank you so much for what you've done, but is there some way we can offer you a role? Won't you making appearances at pay-per-views, or go behind the counter, or literally tell Hogan to fuck off, and just get him out of the way. That's my take. What's your take?
Not dissimilar. I want them to go back to stop trying to rival WWE and just be an alternative, not a rival. Because that was when I loved it. When they were doing everything different, when they stood out, that was when I loved them. But I just seem to have fallen out of love with it. I don't want to lose it, but I don't want to see them lose because they're more popular over here than WWE is, to a point.
Yeah.
But they're going to lose that. And the one thing they don't want to lose is the British fan base. Because the British fan base is huge.
I've never even mentioned that. I didn't even think about the British side of things. They've got so many things planned for the British side. But look at this year. They fucked up with Jeff Hardy, didn't they? They put everything with Jeff Hardy, and then they went, oh, no, he can't come. I know, we'll tell Sting. Even though we said 12 months before, it's the last time you'll ever see Sting. 12 months later, oh, look, Sting's on again. It's always the same. But we can't knock them. But I know they're trying new things, but get rid of Brooke Hogan. First job I'd do is I'd get rid of fucking Brooke Hogan right now. Because I'm sorry, but what the fuck does she bring to that bleeding TNA? There's nothing. There is no. You can't tell me that Brooke Hogan brings nothing except an increased bill on thongs and fucking dresses. It's just not on.
I wouldn't say that they're dressed in some of the things she wears.
It's absolutely done. You know the worst night when I knew this was going wrong was the night they gave Dixie Carter her own theme music.
Oh God!
Because she used to turn up now and again, no theme music, nothing. And the moment they gave Dixie Carter her own theme music, oh, for fuck's sake, what have they done? Here's what they're going. She should have stayed behind the camera. Should have never gone, oh, yeah, well, TNA Wrestling is doing this. We're going to announce a great new thing for TNA. We're announcing that Hulk Hogan is joining us. As soon as you saw Bischoff and Hulk Hogan, you're like, fuck's sake, here we go. Dixie Carter needs to step aside now to save TNA. It has to be saved. But there's only these people that are in TNA now that are there that day in, day out. They've got to get an annual general meeting. Instead of Dixie talking to the talent, get a wrestler talking to the wrestlers. because that's the only way it'll work. And it's not going to be Hogan. It's not going to be someone from the 70s or the 80s and the 90s. It's going to be someone who's wrestling now, who represents that company and say, right, this is what's wrong. This has to be sorted. And if this is happening, stuff, and you know, the X Division used to be the best thing about it because there was no limits and there was no limitations. You had Samoa Joe in there and you had some of the big guys in there and everything. It used to be amazing. And they fucked up the X Division, even with the belt. That NXT rip-off Intercontinental NXT belt, what they've got now.
Yeah, that's blue and it should be red.
Oh. No, it's blue because of Impact Wrestling's blue.
Yeah, well, that's...
Do you remember that long ago? Do you remember long ago when they said wrestling matters?
Yeah.
Impact Wrestling. Wrestling matters.
Yeah, but everybody still calls it TNA.
No, but it don't matter. It don't matter if it's TNA Impact. The logo and everything they got behind was wrestling matters. We're going to put wrestling on the TV. We're making sure that wrestling...
Yeah, but you know why they did that, didn't they?
Yeah, it's because WWE banned the word wrestlers. And they banned wrestling. They said there was entertainers. We're not wrestlers, they're entertainers. And they just went with the Wrestling Matters campaign. And they fucking dropped it like a heartbeat. It's always something happens. Every time they try something, it always seems like something bites them up the arse. And it said, no, you've done that wrong. They're trying to recreate so many things. They just need to say, well, how about if we did this? And some of the best ideas come from when you least expect it. And I'm going to say now, one of the best ideas that I'm most proud of was last year. I was listening to Rob Maltman last, I think it was end of September. And all of a sudden, we decided that one of us was going to go Southside Wrestling and the other one was going to become House of Pain. That was done on a Facebook chat room in a Facebook world, and we went with it for 5-6 weeks. Remember that?
Yes.
When we did House of Pain versus Southside for 5-6 weeks. It was great. Loved every single about it. Styx loved us. Harvey loved us. The Predators. Every single person loved the fight. What we did was rename our show House of Pain Radio. And you can't get better than that. You can't. The best ideas are the ones that come in a flick of a switch. And like, hey, what about this? And you just go with it. Fuck the consequences. Just go with it. If it works, it works. You know what I mean? There's one person, and Curse has just put it up there. If you're going to build TNA around one person, Austin Aries could be to TNA what CM Punk is to WWE. If you do Austin Aries right. What do you think? If they did that with Austin Aries...
Best in the world versus the greatest man who ever lived.
Exactly.
Well, they're friends, aren't they, the two of them? I know they get on, but...
But Austin Aries, if you did what Austin Aries in TNA, if they did that what they did with Punk with WWE and said, hey, here's a microphone, do what you want, go and say what you want, get it out of your chest, boom. You've got a moment there forever. When was the last time you watched a TNA moment and you're gone, now that's different? Mine was Gail Kim versus Terrell. It's Terrell when they did the pay-per-view match, and I've still got that match this day, and I went, holy fucking shit, you are doing it. Yeah. That
one probably, and again I've got to go back to it. You know, it was years ago. Tara and Mickey James cage match.
Steel cage match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that was kind of proving something against. That was when they were doing what WWE weren't, using the women properly, which they still do. But there's a lot less of them.
I think they've streamlined the business. They've streamlined TNA to see where they can go. And
yeah, because they're overspending on bringing in these needless bodies.
Correct. Okay, if they've got rid of all these people to pay for Ortiz and King Mo and Rampage, if they pay for these three, then they deserve it. They deserve everything they're getting at this moment. They deserve, the fans are voting with their feet. They deserve everything they get. Right? End of story. The problem is with TNA, the house shows, they've got something there that people will love. They go and meet the fans. They do the interactions and everything. But why aren't people going to watch TNA wrestling in house shows? There's got to be something that nobody's thought of yet. They're going to go, well, why aren't people coming to our shows? We're giving them the interaction. We're giving the fans and everything like that. They can come and meet the wrestlers. They can shake hands, photographs, do whatever they want. But why are they only getting 300, 400 people at an event? Why is that happening? It's absolutely bullshit. It's one of them things with TNA. And we've talked about TNA for 50 minutes.
Have we?
Yeah, we have.
Well, it needed to happen.
It needed to come out. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, tonight, I'm sorry if we've gone on a bit too much about TNA, but we needed to talk about it. We just needed to get it out of the systems and out of the way. Everything that's been said about it, and everybody's got their opinions, and it's the beauty of the internet, and we really are always say. But at the same time, somebody's got to sit down and go, we've got to save TNA. And it's getting to that point now. Because if it isn't, then Dixie's eyes are full of shit, and she needs to open them. She needs to open her eyes.
She does. She's blind because maybe they're putting words in her mouth. Maybe them two are making neat suggestions, and she's just running with it because she knows no better. But who knows?
Yeah, Warrior. Wait till January, they'll get full houses over here and they'll want to stay.
Well, they will, because people want to see them.
Fucking Candy Crush! Stop sending me fucking Candy Crush! Again, it fucked me, Janet. God. I've had since I've been on air 14 fucking requests for Candy Crush. Leave me the fuck alone. Oh. Sorry. Go back. Sorry. Sorry, you there? What? You're laughing your head off, aren't you?
No, I am here. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're laughing your head off again, aren't you?
That's the first time I've heard you do that in a little while.
I've been biting my fucking tongue forever. It's bleeding typical. Fucking Candy Crush. Send me a ticket. Send me a live. Send me this. Send me that. How about you send me a big bowl of shut the fuck up and leave me alone?
You're gonna wake Lindsay up in a minute, and then she's gonna play Candy Crush.
I don't want you to send me a fucking ticket. I don't want you to send me a fucking move. 3 extra moves. I don't want you to send me a live. Just leave me the fuck alone, will you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Doing a thing to me. Fucking hell, woosah. Fucking woosah. Jesus, God help me. Yes, I know I play it, but fucking hell, 14 fucking requests in 2 hours. Jesus, God help me. I want to fucking kill the guy that invented Candy Crush so bad. Fuck's sake. Oh. Don't even start Sheffield Wednesday yesterday.
We get to explode their head every 5 minutes.
Don't even go there. Sheffield Wednesday lost yesterday. Don't even fucking start. At least my team's in the Football League, not that fucking non-league shit. Oh. Bloody hell, fire. You know, it just might woosah. Oh. Anyway, have we got any questions on our thread? I don't think we have. I put a question thread up. And I don't think anybody's asked us a question, which is great, because it means we get away with it. But thanks every to one tonight. I know it's now nearly midnight. And I've just been invited. No. Well, you've seen it. We've got 840 likes now. Our likes have shot up in the last week. Let's see if I can get these people and get the names of these people. Right. The new likes on British Wrestling Radio. Thank you so much for liking our page. Nathan Blair, Michelle Rowell, Mark Lee, Zoe Gallagher, Aggie Howe, Red Eagle Pro Wrestler, Dawn Hallams, Emma Chamberlain, Gerant Max Davis, John Burlingame, Shaivam Gupta, Alistair McDougall, Scott Needs, and Corey Bennett. Was that right? I said that right? Coney Barnett. Excuse me. Thank you so much, all you new likes. It's a very nice thing you've done for us. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's have a look. SD. New match announced for Hell for Lycra 10. Ladder match including Claymore, Christopher Saint, Jason Costello, Scotty Riccio, LJT, Scott Renser, Dr. Awesome, and Solar. All in a ladder match for the number 1 spot at the FD Championship. No, we've got no questions on our thread page.
Oh.
Can you believe it? Nobody gives a shit about us. Give the question thread a break. I might have got some more in mind in an upcoming edition. Okay, Ace, I'll give it a break. Friday night, we'll put a question thread up for Carrie for Friday. We'll see how we go with that. We've got Sabu versus Styx for the real deal title in the hardcore cage.
Botch King.
He's not fucking Botch. Shut up about bleeding Sabu being a fucking Botch King.
He is
If we
Botch
go
King.
over 2 hours, we'll go over because I've got this feeling we're going to go over tonight for some stupid reason.
Like,
Right. 2 weeks' time, I'm seeing Sabu, and if he botches, I'll fucking agree with you. But he doesn't. I never do. I'm taking my brother-in-law because he's never been. He wants to see Sabu, so he doesn't know it yet. But I'm going to pay for him to have his photograph took with Sabu. So
did you hear about the new WWE pay-per-view?
What? Divas. We hadn't talked about Total Divas.
Oh, we have to.
No, because I haven't seen it.
No, nor have I, and I don't want to see it.
No. No. Somebody told me a joke the other day. Oh, gee, what's it? Yeah. How many tits are involved when the Bella twins were in a wrestling match? And it was just... and I can't remember it, but how many tits are involved in a Bella twat in a Bella match? And they've said every fucking no, that's what the Bella twats. Sorry, not the Bella twins, the Bella twats. Have I just said something now? Here we go. I've said something new. Here we go. The Bella twats.
You have, and it sticks because it's true.
Somebody, that was the joke. Somebody said to me this week, how many tits are involved when the Bella twins are in a match? And the answer is every fucking writer in the back. Boom, boom. Here we go. For fuck's sake. Here we go.
But you know why they're just getting pushed, didn't you?
Yeah, pushed out of a bra because look what happened with the nipple slip. That's what's happening with the Bella.
No.
That's what's happening with the bleeding Bella twats. Fuck's sake. I'm sorry. If I offend anyone, I do apologise. I've done it again. I think that's his moment. That's his drug match moment. His famous one from the other week. Weed on a pole match. Yeah. If you're going to... Don't start me again. Don't start again. No. Oh, my God. Please. Tim Davis. Fuck PG. He's done a message. Oh, well, what's he done here? He said something, hasn't it? Oh, has commented on our status. I knew he would. Did you hear about the new WWE pay-per-view, Dino? No, I haven't. What about it? Because that's what you're on about, weren't it? There's a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh, Christ knows. It's not what it's called.
Right.
I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything huge. I think there's a concept idea for it. But then I have a problem with all the WWE's pay-per-view titles so nice. So
I love what Webby's just put in. I still love my comment about the Bellas on Raw. Somebody's just informed me the Bella twins were using the duck whistle on Raw. I just thought that was the way how they always talk. When they did that talk with the duck whistle, Uncle Si and everybody from Duck Dynasty went, "Is that one of our duck calls?"
Quack quack.
Ba-boom. There we go. It's like we've always said. Repeat what we announced earlier. The film over the coming weeks on British Wrestling Radio. We've got confirmed for Friday night at 9 p.m., which is 4 p.m. Eastern Time in America. We have Carrie Dunn, the author of Spandex, Screw-Ups, and Gut Checks, was it? Cheap Plugs, Cheap Pops.
I think that one.
Yep, that's it.
Spandex, screw jobs, and cheap pops.
There you go. Spandex Group and Skype. She's coming on the show next Friday night, so we're going to have question threads and everything. She's going to come on Skype, so if people want to ring in and ask Carrie a question, I think we'll be able to do that. We'll get that up and running. I'm going to swap the computers around for that night, I think, and get everything sounding okay. The following weeks, we've also trying to get the alpha female to come on the show. Things have been put in place, so we're going to try and get alpha female to come on. Battleground, that's the name of the new.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be I think that might be a War Games.
Yeah, that's the implication as far as I'm aware.
And then on September the 15th, and I know it's a long way away, but there's 3 good reasons on September 15th. 1, Nixie's birthday.
Yeah.
She's 29.
Fuck off.
Oh, 30. Webby said 30. Fucking hell.
Mike, you're younger than me, so shut up.
Mike, I'm still sending you Steel Panther. I've got your Steel Panther thing, mate. I'll try my best to send it this week. If not, it'll be definitely sent after the 15th of August with a poster from the Southside Wrestling thing. All them people that have been waiting for the stuff, I'm going to get some posters for you guys and get it signed by, see if I can get it signed by Sabu, Jay Lethal, and all the Southside Wrestling guys for you. September 15th, it's Nixie's birthday show. And also, it's our 2nd birthday. We started September 15th. Well, I started.
Yes, you did.
At 12 midnight on Thursday, September the 15th. And
I had no idea who I was.
No, and 2 years ago. And just me and Seamus it was. And we've grown so much. And also that night, for some crazy, crazy reason, but I worked it out, it's our 100th show as well. So we're going to have a blast that night. If we go over 3 hours, if we go over 2 hours that night, I think we might just be going over 2 hours. But it'll be great because it's the night where fan interaction I've ever known in our lives. So, because I want everybody's funny stories about us, the ups, the downs, the fuck-ups, the greatest guests, whatever we've had. Yep, 15th of September. The greatest moments we've had, the worst moments we've had, happy anniversary for that 1 year wedding anniversary. Warrior to Chris, Warrior 1. Be amazed. It's one of them nights where I'm going to be thankful. Last year we tried to do a show, but there was one person who wasn't here, so it wasn't proper. So we're going to join it. We're going to have a great time on that night. It really is. 100 shows. Can you believe it, Nix? 100 fucking shows. You're asleep, aren't you? She's gone again. I don't believe it. But it's like I said before. It's going to be an amazing night. It's going to be a top-class night for everybody.
No, I'm awake.
Oh, you are awake? Oh,
I'm awake. I just muted myself and then the internet cut out for a second.
You bleeding idiot. I don't know. Mute yourself. Anyway, so, you must have done about 75.
I've done a fair few. But I didn't get a birthday show last year.
No, we didn't. No.
100 shows and I didn't have one birthday show.
No, because it was a night where you was going to come on, but you was ill.
Was that sunstroke day?
Yeah, and that was also the night when it was the 15th anniversary of Kane in WWE. Because I remember it was 15 years ago to that day that Kane made his debut, and you went ape shit. Oh no, it was Skype. Skype went fucking haywire.
Yeah,
just couldn't do it. Yeah. So we had that one. But if anybody's got, we're going to put a thread up. We're going to put something up as well. It's like we said to his friends of British Wrestling Radio, lock up wrestling at wordpress.com. We've also got the BritRest chat guys. They do a great show. We've also got the PWS forums for your number one thing. No, Dino's farting will no doubt get the most likes. Fuck off. I don't fart. Would you know? I don't fart. Nah, I'm in that much. That's staying secret. I'm not saying a word. It's been an amazing journey. It's been awesome to see that so many people like to thank us. I'd love to get 1,000 likes by that date. It's not going to happen. If we get 850 by that date, I'll be happy. Tell everybody about us. I'll archive this show, get it put up on YouTube straight away, and then we're all set to go. But and it's been a blast. I mean, what's it for you? You've had your bleeding moments. I mean, your highlight has got to be Nigel McGuinness calling you an EastEnder.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame, that now.
Yeah. Where are you from, Nixy? Where are you from?
South East London.
And then, you're an EastEnder.
Yeah. You sound like you're an EastEnder, yeah. It's my claim to fame.
Yeah. That
is my claim to fame.
Yeah.
We're on that bus going to Belgium in a couple of months' time. That is my claim to fame.
Oh, dear. But we always have those moments. Yes, we've had technical difficulties coming out of his fucking ears, and we've had some bleeding moments and everything, but it's always been here. My claim is getting Dean to say Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking Bugs Bunny. I've still got to upload that show, yeah. I've still got to put that on YouTube. I'll get that done.
How did that come about? I still don't know how that come about.
It was because I had bugs in the bleeding in my room where I do the show. It was just full of bugs, and this big fucking bug came in, and I went, "Oh, I'm being attacked by bugs. Did every bleeding where?" And you went, "What, bugs?" And I went, "Yeah." And I went, "Oh, fucking look, Bugs Bunny." And next one I just said Bugs Bunny, and you pissed yourself fucking laughing. So. Anyway, we'll get back to it. We've had a great time tonight. We're going to put a thing up on the Facebook page as usual. If you thought we talked too much about TNA tonight, please let us know. We'll make sure that we don't do that again. We try to do as bits with the UK. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Everybody that listens to us on YouTube or whatever it is you may listen to us. If you listen to us on the archive page beneath this, then do it. The whole thing is just one big thing from start to finish. Love everything we do. We're into the 90s now in the shows. So anyway, this is Deano, and this one is called Nixy.
I am.
Yeah, and I'm going to say goodbye to you all. And Nixie's going to say goodbye when she decides to get her head out of her ass and she stops falling asleep.
I am awake.
For a change, I'm awake. And you couldn't hold you up. No bear tonight. I've got to sort out that audio and stuff. I'll get that sort of the audio out and everything for next week. I promise you. But the bear in the big blue house will return next week. I promise you, one way or the other. And we'll get that up and going. In fact, hold on a minute. See if I can do it on this. See if you can hear it properly on it. Right, give me a sec. Let's see if I can get this going. It may not sound right, but it'll do. But I know people. I can't believe that this bear in the big blue house has just took off. It's just absolutely stupid the way that it was like, oh, you got to sing the bear in the big blue house. What? You got to sing the bear in the big blue house. Why have I got to sing the bear in the big blue house? Because it's part of British Wrestling Radio now. It was never meant to me. It's all. And now the internet breaks. What? Are we broke? There is a couple of wrestling channels on YouTube which are amazing. World Wrestling Encyclopedia has got most of the pay-per-views, including WrestleMania 17. But
watch it then.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,